Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. Today we are gonna do my September reading wrap up. Be aware though, I honestly this month, like the past 2 months, reading has been a little harder for me because since school started, I've been so busy, so I haven't been able to read as much as I used to over the summer. So this month I only read a total of 2 books. 2 books was my max for this month. I tried to read more, but 2 is what we got to. So we're just gonna be talking about the books I read in September, and let's just get to it. The first book I read in September was a book that, if you guys haven't seen the video where my brother chooses the first book of September, go click it. He's hilarious, so that'll be a great laugh. But if you guys didn't see that video, the book that he picked that I read for September was The Happy Ever After Playlist by Abby Jimenez. I gave this book a 4-star. Like, this book was super good. I love Abby Jimenez's writing. Her writing is super fun, fast-paced. I love everything about her writing. I love her as an author. The only thing about this book revolves around Sloane and Jason. So basically, Jason is like this uprising pop star, and Sloane is this girl who's grieving, and she was a painter. Like, she used to paint all the time, but then she loses her fiance and she stops painting for a little while. But the only thing that was honestly, this book like made me tear up, mostly because one thing for sure, I would not want to be a celebrity. Like, you just read this book, you see Jason's life as a celebrity, and I would never choose to be a celebrity. I don't know how celebrities do it. Like, it's intense. But this book was super good. This is basically about Sloane and Jason, Sloane was on her way to, it's her anniversary for a special day, so she's on her way to go do some errands she had to do. So the dog just jumps in front of her car and she doesn't know what to do with it. She calls the number of the dog's caller, and she tries calling the number for 2 weeks, I think, and no one answers. And then Jason, out of nowhere, he answers because his phone was turned off. He answers, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm not giving you your dog back." And then he's like, "Oh, like, give me my dog back." So she gives him the dog, but since he's not in town, she does have to take care of it for a couple of days. And later on, this is a stranger's friends to lovers. Like, they text for a couple of days. They're texting and they're FaceTiming through the spam of him being out of town and her taking care of his dog. And then when they meet in person, they just start like forming a relationship, I guess. It just goes on from there. Like, this book was a roller coaster. Abby Jimenez's writing, it's so, like, her writing, I think I said this about the last book I read from her, which was Yours Truly. Her writing, it's super heartfelt and it's super funny. Like, I couldn't stop laughing when I read the book. The only thing is, yes, her writing has depth. Her books are always about something that real life people do struggle with in like reality, you know? And it's just super good. This book was 4 stars. The only thing I didn't like enjoy was Jason's life as a celebrity. Like, I just thought like the intensity of what it's like to be a celebrity was just so sad. I don't know, like, I just felt like it was so sad, but it was so cute, super fun. It definitely did give September fall vibes. I would say if you guys want like a book for fall or like September, October, this book would be super cute, and I feel like it would be like a super fun read to read for fall. It's so funny though, because like how they're together and then the dog's walking away, like, okay, I did my job. Whatever. So then immediately after that, I did jump books, and since this book did have a kind of a spam where it kind of did drag on, The Happy Ever After Playlist, it was super good, but it did drag on after a little bit. So I just felt like after reading the book, I was like on the edge of falling into a slump. So just as a precaution, so I just don't fall into a slump, I immediately picked up Restore Me by Tahera Mafi. I've been having so much fun reading the Shatter Me series. If you guys don't know, this is book 4 in the Shatter Me series, and the Shatter Me series is a dystopian YA fantasy, and so far it's leading on a 5-star series in general. Like it's so good. Like I just can't, like this book was just, I can't. This book was so good. But it's basically a revolving, I can't say much about the book. I honestly can't. Mostly because since it's book 4 and something crazy, I feel like Tahera Mafi's writing is so fast paced. It's so fun. The way she writes the plot of like the books in the series is insane. Like I don't know how she comes up with all this stuff. But basically, since I can't say much because obviously the plot twist that happens at each book, like at the end of each book, is insane. So if I talk about it a lot, I'm gonna end up spoiling something. So main point is this whole series revolves around the main protagonist, Juliet, who has powers that she can like shatter someone, that she can kill someone if she touches them. So you're just seeing throughout the series her develop. Her character development is honestly kind of insane, and you're just seeing her accept her powers, kind of learn how to control and learn how to use her powers. But over time she does encounter this group of friends. The found family in this book is honestly pretty good. Like you just see like these characters that have each gone through hard things in their childhood, and they each have like a special unique power or ability, and then they just form like a friendship, and then later on they become family. Like it's just so amazing. Like this book, like this whole series, it's so fast paced. This is basically just about I would say like 4 main characters. There's like 4 main characters that you see throughout the series, and then there's some sub characters and stuff like that, but you're just seeing all of them form in a family, form like a found family, and unite together to destroy the reestablishment. The reestablishment is basically like a corrupt government. Just think of it as a corrupt government where the governor, like the supreme commander of Sector 45, he like all like the commanders of each country, each part of the world, they're all corrupt. They all want to control the government. They want to limit culture, religion, stuff like that. And as they're trying to do it, these children, the children of each commander, or just a bunch of people that have abilities, they want to overthrow the government. Like they want to get rid of the reestablishment. So you're just seeing all throughout book 1 and book 4. I can't wait to read book 5 and 6. You're just seeing throughout the entire series, these people just learn how to accept themselves for who they are. And like the action in this like whole series, like the action in this whole series is insane. Like this book, like it does have like it does have like romance in it and stuff like that, but the romance is mostly, I feel like the romance is more of a subplot, but like the main plot is just insane. Like the action in it is just like, I've never really thought I'd be the type of person to get into dystopian, like the genre dystopian or fantasy, but a year after reading romance, I kind of dipped my toe into like mysteries and fantasies and dystopian other genres, and I've been really enjoying reading fantasy and dystopian. It's just like so good. Like the action and like the different world setting in like these genres is insane. Like I just love it so much. This book, there was parts in it where it did drag on a little bit longer than I felt like it needed to. There was parts in the middle of the book that I felt was a little longer than it needed to be. But other than that, like I feel like the whole book was insane. I felt like one thing for sure though, I feel like in this book, every information that you grasp in book 1 through 3 just gets thrown out the window. I just feel like everything that you thought was like the book, like what you thought was true, just gets thrown out the window. Like completely. I don't know. Reading this book, I was just left in shock. Like I felt like I spent an hour processing this book. It was just so good. So I did rate it a 4.75 because of that tiny little part in the middle where it did drag on more than it needed to. But other than that, this book was insane. This whole series is like a 5-star series right now. Like, it's insane. So those are the 2 books I read in September. If you guys enjoyed this video, comment down below what books you read in September and what books you're reading for this fall season. And if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and wait till my next video. And I'll see you guys soon.